Hello everyone and welcome to Win My Vote. This video is all about how groups, organizations, clubs, even individuals advocating for candidates and propositions on a ballot can use a group page as their own online interactive voter guide for all their members. For those of you that aren't familiar with Win My Vote is a free voter engagement site where voters can sign up with just an email address or a social media account, and without entering any personal information, just a zip code, we can create for them their own online interactive sample ballot where they can compare candidates side by side and pick favorites. They can also review propositions and measures and look at the leading arguments for and against each one of the propositions. Groups, organizations, clubs, even individuals can act as what we call trusted sources. So as a voter, I can click here, which is My Trusted Sources, and I can see a library of groups and organizations and clubs and individuals that have created a group page and have made endorsements for candidates and propositions. And in this first column are the groups that I have selected, and I'll just select a couple of more to show you how it works. Here's the Monterey Bay Aquarium, so I want to see what they have to say about a possible proposition or candidate, and then the LA Times, and I actually follow Evolve, so I like them, and the San Francisco Chronicle as well. Now if I was a member of, say, the AFL-CIO, then I would obviously click on them as well, and I can talk with groups individually about how once you form a group page, how you can reach out to your members and have them just click through and they'll get a ballot with you as a trusted source on it automatically. But now when I go back to my ballot and I'm reviewing candidate profiles here, when I click on the candidate, I can not only learn a little bit about the candidate, hear from the candidate directly.
Because it's your time, and I hope you'll join me on this journey.
But I can also see the groups and organizations that I trust and see that they have endorsed this candidate because they're part of the featured endorsements. So I can scroll through those, or I can just click on See All, and I can look at those, and when I click on it...
For the better part of a year, I've been talking about the dangerous and divisive Republican nominee for president.
And I can hear that group or organization's endorsement of this candidate. I can also see those same groups and organizations, my trusted sources, on propositions and measures. So for example, I can click on Proposition 55, I can read the actual language, and then I can look down here and see the groups and organizations that are supporting Prop 55 and the groups and the organizations that are voting no on that. And then, and sorry about that, they all start as undecided. And then from there I can decide whether I'm going to vote yes on Prop 55 or no on Prop 55. And when I go back to my ballot, you can see here that it's nice and prominent no. I can also see how the proposition is doing on Win My Vote. So it's sort of an ongoing poll. And it looks like 13% are voting yes, 7% are voting no, and there's still 80% that are still undecided on this proposition, which is great for me as a voter because I can, if I want to support Prop 55, I can share it with friends and try to do a little bit of campaigning. It's also great for the groups and organizations because they can reach out to their members, tell them to go to Win My Vote, sign up, favorite Proposition 55, or vote no on it, either way, and then they'll be able to then track how their members are supporting or opposing the proposition. So having these yeses and nos on my ballot so that I can go through them and I can indicate which way that I want to vote, for me is invaluable. Being in San Francisco, California, we had 17 propositions and we had 25 or 26 measures. So you can see it became overwhelming just to keep track of things. So on this one I can say, okay, good, I'm voting no on that one. I can move over here to the plastic bag ban. I can look through the groups and organizations, and again, I am a contributor to the Monterey Bay Aquarium and I really like them, so I can then simply see what they have to say about it.
Hey there YouTube, my name is Patrick, and this lovely lady here is Makana the Laysan albatross. We have a very important message for California voters. Please vote yes on Prop 67 for a plastic-free ocean. All right, I think we nailed it. That went pretty. Oh, hey, you're still here. All right, let's keep it rolling. A yes vote on Prop 66.
Yeah, and then I can say great and go yes on that. And when I go back to my ballot, you can see here that it's nice and obvious here that I'm voting. Now I can print out my ballot and take it into the polling place, or I can also access it with my cell phone or tablet, and again, be able to quickly see which way I'm going on all these. Win My Vote also has a lot of other features for voters, so that they don't need to go to different sites to get things done. So for example, you can check on your voter registration status. You can apply to vote by mail or vote absentee. You can find your polling place. You can click here, put your address in. It'll give you a nice Google map right to your polling place. It'll give you the hours and the address. You can click up here for important dates leading up to this election, like when early voting starts and where you can go to vote early. You can also click here and add this, sorry about that. You can click here and add this to any one of your online calendars so that you can get your own reminders. You can print your favorites, and again, you can share on social media. You can also create your own group as an individual, if you want to advocate for a candidate or proposition. So there's lots of things you can do here. We're adding features all the time. Would love to talk with groups individually about what you guys could use moving forward. We are going to be adding things like internal ballots so that you guys can kind of manage your groups and take votes on endorsements and those types of things. Hope this helps. If you have any questions, feel free to email us. Either reply to this message or email us at groups@winmyvote.com, or feel free to call me at 415-867-9554. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.